decided to go to Lviv, didn't you? Let me explain you the means of transportation. The fastest and the more expensive is plane. Flight from Kyiv International Airport to Lviv International Airport takes about 1 hour. Lviv International Airport new terminal is modern and comfortable for passengers. Airport of Lviv is one of the busiest in Ukraine. It serves domestic flights and flights to the nearest countries. If you prefer trains, take intercity train. It will take you to the Lviv Central Railway Station in 5 hours and 25 minutes. You can also take bus or car, but this kind of transport is not very popular in this direction because it is not as fast and cheap as intercity trains.
Et nos cœurs sont restés dans cette mer.
The church of St. Elizabeth is just in 5 or 10 minutes of walk from the train station. It was built in 1903, the head of the Emperor of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, Franz Joseph I, in memory of his wife. Church of St. Elizabeth was built for 8 long years at the expense of the Polish community. By the time of its opening, Lviv has become the dominant city of the West in modern Ukraine. Arena Lviv is a football stadium opened in 2011 and is located in 7 kilometers from the city. It is a stadium of the 5th generation, one of the most modern European stadiums. The tram system in Lviv is well developed. It has 9 lines and allows passengers to see almost all cities.
D'en être certaine, et quand il sera la part des termes, ce soir ne m'oublie pas, je t'attendrai au moins le temps de dire que j'ai voulu prendre le plus grand risque. Un soir qui m'a rendu bien triste, un soir place de la République. Et comme tu vois, c'est bien.
Uzhgorod is an administrative center of the Carpathy region located in western Ukraine, near the boundary with Slovakia. There are 2 crossing points. It is an important industrial center of the region. Uzhgorod Castle is one of the best preserved Middle-aged fortifications on the territory of Ukraine. In its current form, the castle was rebuilt after 1322 when the town became a possession of the Italian family Giorgetti. Uzhgorod railway station is used as port on the Slovakia-Ukraine border for freight transportation. The airport is situated in the most western part of the city. It is a small airport serving Uzhgorod and the whole district. The airport is unique in its operation. The runway begins from 90 meters from the Ukrainian-Slovak international border, so planes must use Slovak airspace for takeoffs and landings. A new international airport is under construction now. Chernivtsi is a relatively small city but very nice and cozy. Constructing a route in this way to start with the center and the most famous Kobylyanska Street and finish the residence of the Bukovina metropolitans. Olga Kobylyanska Street is something to be proud of Chernivtsi. This is the steepest street in the city with the most expensive houses. The major street, it is wide and actually produces the feeling of me. Drunken Church, or the Cathedral of St. Nicholas, in fact turned out to be very beautiful, with blue domes and landscaped area. The architect was a Romanian, so used Romanian motifs, and her drunken name for the characteristic twisted dome. Central tower is like to fall the next second.
How far would you take a lie if it did you right to leave them high and dry? How long till you're satisfied with cheating on your life? Does it cross your mind? Could it be forward? Could it be honest? Could it be I'm just the same? Would it be my first? Could it be
In the center of Vinica there is a small version of Big Ben, its original brick tower with a clock standing in the pedestrian square. If you want to see two things by once, your direction is to the National Museum estate of Pirogov in a picturesque park on the shore of the lake in the southwestern outskirts of the city. One of the biggest light and music fountains in Europe is situated there. It can be seen by passing the bridge on the Soborna Street. Most of this place can be reached by the only tram number 4. Getting to the city is very cheap if going by the electric train. Small area of the city is a good condition for the transport system, so in Vinica it is very well developed. Regular buses and trolley buses go with a short interval, trams with announcing stations and short information about nearest places to visit. It's difficult to get lost.
I'm just about to lose my mind, my mind, my mind. I wanna love you right.
The city of Odessa is often referred to as the Pearl of the Black Sea. Today, Odessa is a popular tourist destination in the Ukraine due to its sunny climate, sandy beaches, and attractive city center. Trains are the most popular means of transportation. Odessa is well connected by train to Kiev and other larger Ukrainian cities. Odessa International Airport is the international airport of Odessa, the third largest city of Ukraine, located from about 7 kilometers southwest from its city center. There are some satisfying places to visit in Odessa. The heart of Odessa, the Basovskaya Street with its spectacular architecture, big shaded trees and numerous cafes and restaurants. Magnificent Odessa Opera Theater, Potomkin Stairway. The tram number 5 goes from the bus station to the train station and then on to the Arcadia Beach, that is the most popular beach in Odessa, which boasts a number of restaurants, nightclubs and other tourist-oriented establishments. If we recall the sea, imagine Doherty's Odessa's port, which has long been an important Black Sea port. Especially in that area, Odessa looks more like a city located on the Mediterranean, having been heavily influenced by French and Italian architectural style. Dnipro is large and beautiful. It is the main city of East Central of Ukraine. The city is served by a Dnipro International Airport and is connected to European and Middle Eastern cities with daily flights. The Dnipro Metro is a single-line metro system. Buses and trams are most popular types of transport in Dnipro. You can get in any places of the city by trams. Metro doesn't use food. From the train station to the center you can go by train number 1. This train brings you to the center, exactly to the European Square, where you will see the old carousel and will be surrounded by several shopping centers like Passage or Europe. The European Square is always filled of music, dancing and fun. Preobrazhensky Cathedral is the oldest cathedral in Dnipro. Fans of football recommended to visit the Dnipro Arena. It is a modern stadium known throughout the country for its size and football fans that make an unforgettable show of the matches. Kharkiv is Ukraine's second largest city, which has not caught up with tourists until yet. Situated in the Far East and mostly famous for its Soviet past and industrial present. The most popular way to get to this town is by train. Kharkiv's central railway station, Kharkiv Passazhirsky, is located close to city center. Also, it has its own airport. Airport serves several routes of buses and trolley to get different points of city. One of them is Samskaya Street, the most beautiful and attractive street in Kharkiv with interesting and lovely architecture. This street opens you a way to several parks like Shevchenko Park, located just behind the Opera House, and Gorkova Park and shopping malls.
Music for the people, I used to rap on the train. Now I rap on the stage and I'm used to capital gain. I ain't asking for change, I'm good at coining the phrase. What I want is more than ever and never to fade away. Is that too much to ask? Good, cause I ain't
You can visit Metalist Stadium if you like football, built for Euro 2012 by subway from every part of city. If you're an art lover, you should visit Kharkiv Opera and Ballet Theatre.
Get from around me before we commence the clowning. Yeah, keep it on the level, yeah, keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel. Let's get at it.
The metro is fastest and easiest way of getting around. Every day it carries nearly 1 million people. It is the most convenient public transport in Kharkiv. There are 3 lines and 29 stations.
I'm climbing up the, I'm climbing up the, keep it on the level, keep it on the level. I'm climbing up the ladder while you in need of a shovel.
Yeah, don't give it to me easy. I like a little challenge when it feels.
Kyiv is the capital of Ukraine and its largest town, one of the most greenest cities in Europe. Officially, here lives for about 3 million inhabitants, but in fact the number of people is much bigger. In this city, many objects of infrastructure, economy, military, entertainment and industrial sectors are situated, so thus it has a developed transport system that allows to get from one point of the city to another.
Це моє місто, де безліч протиріч.
Boryspil Airport is the gate to our country and the biggest airport in Ukraine. It serves for about 7 million passengers per year. At the beginning of the next year, Boryspil will serve its 100 million passengers. Today, the airport has little resemblance to the year of 1993, when a young and independent Ukraine has established relations with many countries of the world, and there was a need to redefine the capital airport to a modern international level. It is located on quite great distance, for about 42 kilometers from the capital. To the capital you can get by the special regular bus number 322, that is accommodated with place for baggage, or by taxi, but first variant is much cheaper. Kyiv has quite well-developed rapid transit system. It consists of the metro that has 3 lines and 52 stations. The capital city also has 5 rapid tram lines and city train that allows you to travel around the city by 15 minutes. However, if you're young, wild and free and you regard opera as something boring, Kyiv offers you a variety of nightclubs. For example, Decadence or Buddha Bar. If you prefer shopping or cinema, you will fall in love with Kyiv because of many giant shopping malls such as Gulliver, Ocean Plaza or Dreamtown.
Zoom, zoom, 300 down the road. Speed tickets on the highway, boom, boom, but you can't keep up. Bass down low in the trick that truck. Vroom, vroom, like a NASCAR race. You've been chasing all day, boom, boom, but you can't keep up. Bass down low and we can't be stopped.
If you're a football lover, you can exit on the Olympijska metro station and go to the Olympijska football stadium, which is the second largest football arena in the Eastern Europe and the biggest stadium in Ukraine. The center of Kyiv and the most popular street is Khrushchev. There you can see good examples of Soviet architecture. However, if you want to see more historical architecture, visit Podol, Lipki or Bogdana-Khmelnytskaya Street. If you love history and museums, visit our Second World War Museum. Without any doubts, you will enjoy it. To get there, you just should exit on Arsenal metro station. Well, if you don't like war, don't miss your chance to visit Lavra, one of the best examples of Kazakh Baroque that is located on the picturesque hills of the Dnipro River.